The House of Representatives on Wednesday resolved to suspend the concession of airports in the country, which was pursued by the immediate past government of President Muhammadu Buhari. The resolution was sequel to a motion by Nkemkanma titled "Need to Investigate the Concession of Airports in Nigeria" at plenary. Moving the motion, Nkemkanma noted that the most viable airports in Nigeria were commissioned to foreign firms through resolutions by the Federal Executive Council, which deviated from due process, public accountability, and established laws of the land. According to him, the eventual outcome of the opaque concession is the enrichment of a few unpatriotic Nigerians and their foreign cohorts at the detriment of Nigerians and the eventual enslavement of the public infrastructure to foreigners for many decades. The House unanimously adopted the motion and mandated the Committee on Aviation, when constituted, of course, to investigate Nigerian airport concessions and report back for further legislative action. The organized labor comprising Nigeria Labour Congress, Trade Union Congress, and the Joint Negotiating Council in Ondo State yesterday described the increase in the pump price of petroleum products as wicked. Rising from an emergency meeting in Akure, the labor unions expressed worries over the government's insensitivity to the plight of Nigerians. According to the communique co-signed by the leaders of the organized union, they joined well-meaning Nigerians to condemn this wicked action of government, as it is absolutely beyond the reach of the majority of people, urging that all outstanding salaries and allowances owed to the workers of the state be paid immediately, and that any committee on palliatives set up by the state government without the input of Ondo State organized labor would be outrightly rejected. And Governor Ademola Adeleke of Osun State yesterday charged the newly inaugurated commissioners in the state to be innovative and creative in a bid to deliver his people-oriented development in the state, saying that he would not condone corruption. Speaking after the 25 new commissioners took their oath of office at the government secretariat, the governor tasked them to be transparent, prudent, and work harmoniously with career officers in their respective ministries. He also added that he seeks a very responsive government that listens and satisfies the wishes of the people, urging them to make their goal real service to the people. The list of commissioners and their portfolios include Bashiru Salam for Ministry of Regional Integration and Special Duties, Morufu Ayamfe, Ministry of Science, Information and Communication Technology, Moshood Olagunju, Ministry of Youth Affairs, Mrs. Adenike Adeleke, Ministry of Federal Affairs, and Mrs. Dosu Babatunde, Ministry of Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, among others. And the government of Ekiti State yesterday advised residents against the consumption of hides, popularly known as pomo, smoked meat, and bush meat, to avoid the possible spread of anthrax disease. In a statement by the Commissioner for Health and Human Services, Dr. Oyebanji Filani, and Special Advisor, Agriculture and Food Security, Ebenezer Boluwade, the government explained that anthrax is primarily a disease of animals that can be easily transmitted to humans through inhalation of anthrax spores or consumption of contaminated or infected animal products such as hides and scales, meat and milk. The ministry, however, called on residents to adhere to preventive measures such as vaccination, proper disposal of suspected and infected animals, avoiding risky consumptions, hygiene practices, effective disinfection, veterinary assistance, decontamination, among others. According to the statement, government also warned farmers, butchers, and stakeholders in the agricultural sector to adhere strictly to the preventive measures to prevent the spread of the disease. The National Boundary Commission has begun fresh moves to end the lingering boundary dispute between Akwa Ibom and Abia states. The commission summoned officials of the two states to a roundtable meeting in Abuja on Wednesday. The Director General, National Boundary Commission, Adamu Adaji, noted that earlier meetings had not yielded the desired results. Adaji noted that the boundary in dispute covered 275 kilometers in length between the Old Cross River Imo interstate boundary areas. He added that the boundary has tri-points at Abia, Akwa Ibom, and Cross River in the north, and Abia, Akwa Ibom, and Rivers in the south. Adaji explained that the federal government promulgated the Decree 23 of 1985 to adjust the boundary on the recommendations of the Kaloma Ali Boundary Ascertainment Commission as a starting point of the boundary. He noted, however, that the directives of the federal government for the boundary to be delineated and demarcated with the placement of permanent boundary pillars were not implemented. He said Wednesday's meeting was organized to review the status of work on the boundary and discuss the way forward towards the completion of outstanding works. And International Chess Day is celebrated annually on 20th of July. The day the International Chess Federation was founded in 1924. The idea to celebrate this day as the International Chess Day was proposed by UNESCO, and it has been celebrated as such since 1966 after it was established by FIDE. Omolara Adebayo has the report. And we apologize we're not able to bring you that report. When we return from this quick timeout, the news will continue. Stay with us.